So we are at Savers, and right off the bat, I found this Lucinda pin. I did a horrible job filming and showing you guys. So here it is over to the left there. And this is like my second favorite thrift store in the area, but it quickly is going to become my favorite, and you'll see why. Just going through all the jewelry to see if there's any more Lucinda pins. I didn't find any more, but I still have to look. So I haven't been here in about 6 weeks now, and they changed up the layout. The jewelry is now on all these little freestanding racks, I guess, and I don't know how I feel about it. I like the other way better. Just a preference. I saw this starfish necklace here. Like, I thought about it. Looked a little newer for my liking. That was a cute little beaded necklace and earring set. That was $7.99. And then over here, I thought that was going to be celluloid for half a second, but it was not. It was very worn also. It was $2.99. No more Lucinda pins. All right. See, I don't like how I have to go in circles. And there's 3 racks, I want to say. So there's still lots to pick from. I'm not upset about the quantity. I'm just, I don't know. All right, more necklaces. And then I was checking out this bow brooch. It had some rhinestones in there, but $2.99. I thought it wasn't exciting enough. Some bracelets over here. More necklaces down here. Let's go around again. Story of my life, going in circles. What is this? Well, that was kind of pretty. It was plastic though, but I like the look of it. Earrings. More earrings. Couple of brooches on top. More necklaces. Oh, that was kind of cool. It reminded me of like a chrysanthemum flower. It was not marked anywhere. If it was like a brand name, it had that little look like it wanted to be marked, but there was nothing on there. If it maybe had a brand name, I might have got it, but $2.99 for just a plain metal brooch. I don't know. I was being indecisive today too. So, I'm like, wait, what's that back there? Halloween. Look at him. He's just so goofy looking. Little ghost carrying pumpkins, and I got him. I don't know. I liked him. No real reason. I just liked him. That was like a button. Some rhinestones on this one, so I had to check that out. But again, no marks on it, and for $2.99, I didn't think it was worth it for $2.99. Okay, let's keep going. I couldn't get it back on the stick. It gets more exciting, I promise. It does. See, I just have to go in circles around these racks. I'm getting dizzy just watching me. Oh, that kind of was interesting. It was like acrylic, and I don't know who makes it. I've never seen it before. What the hell was that? So this is just crazy. Y'all heard that crash. I came out to see what it was, and I just picked this up. I was doing the video. I was doing the voiceover. That was there. The other half is all the way on the bottom. Oh, careful. What the heck? How did that even break? There's nothing near it. Well, that was weird. We are back at Savers, looking at the haunted Halloween section appropriately. Yeah, my house is haunted. Great. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to shopping. Here we are in the little knickknack area. We find lots of cute figurines here. Little piggy bank back there. Little snowman. That was very modern, but super cute. Little bug back there. Unicorns. We got some mice. Little brides singing carolers. I didn't see much in the trinket section, but don't worry. If you like trinkets, stay tuned. This little spoiler alert for you. Okay, nope. And then I wanted to look down below because I felt like I missed the lower shelves, but alas, I didn't see anything there. And then I found this glass pumpkin, and I kind of have one already out on my balcony, and I was thinking about doing glass pumpkins instead of real pumpkins, but that can get expensive. That was $10, so I did put it down. It had a crack on the top also, so like an internal crack. And let's keep looking here. Some ships. And that was like a little decorative tea kettle, and it was marked on the bottom. It kind of gave me a little bit of Mackenzie vibes. Mackenzie child vibes, but it was not. All right, I'm going a little fast here. Why am I going so fast? We got some milk glass, little footed ruffle lip bowl. Nope. Okay. Over here we have some vases. That was kind of nice. I liked it. It looked modern to me, but I like the shape of it and the color of it. And then down over here, we're in the candle section, and there it is. That's the one right there. I thought this was a Viking orb ashtray. It does not have a little nook for where you would rest your cigarette, but it was $4.99. I'm like, I'd rather spend $4.99 and figure it out later than regret it. Well, that was money wasted because we all saw the end result. And then I saw this vase down here, and I'm like, is that amberina glass? So I wanted to check it out because I'm like, that's not a pattern I recognize. But I turned it over, and it had a very modern sticker, and I decided to put that back. And now Pretzel is snoring, if you can hear him. They had a nice selection of candles, plenty to pick from. I did not see any that I needed. No glassy babies. Lots of wax candles. Oh, and I like these little tea infusers. That one was kind of, it was all right. It was all right. And then down here, I found a lot of serving dishware, but these I love to find and put in bathrooms. Like, they're clear, so you can put like cotton swabs or cotton balls in there. Ooh, wait, back up. What is this? It is poppies. I found this fused glass plate, and it had poppies on it, and it was beautiful. It was $6.99. I absolutely loved it, and I flipped it over, and it had the Silvestri sticker still on it. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know they made fused glass poppy plates. So I did end up buying that. I loved it so much. Now, looking at it, it could be like a reverse painted, but I love it. Either way, I got it. I like it. Even if I don't sell it, I'll keep it. And then this caught my eye. I'm like, is that Fire and Light? And then I'm looking at it. I'm like, no, the color's not right. The texture's not right. And then it has this like rim, that lip where it sets down on it. I'm like, that's not right either. So I did put it down and do a quick little search. And of course, my suspicions were right. I did not find anything to support that that was Fire and Light. I did try to find a signature. Here I am looking one more time just to be sure. Nope. Okay, let's put it back. Let's walk away. Walk away. All right, we're still in the plate section, and lots of plates to pick from. Around the corner, they had some teacups, but the decanters caught my eye. And up top, I really like this floral one. Now, it looked a little, I don't know, messy where the cork goes in, and I don't remember how much it was, but I really like the flowers on it. They had some vintage teacups and saucers. It was marked, I don't remember the brand. And then down here, we're in the miscellaneous dish section. So you got platters, serving dishes, bowls, soup bowls. Sometimes you can find creamer and sugars in here. We got cake platters. Nothing is catching my attention until I reach that. It was all right. It was a little piece of pottery. And yeah. And then this whole set of dishware was donated. They broke it up though. I was trying to read who the maker was. I never could figure it out. But it was all separated. It wasn't one big set. You can buy pieces of it. Some smiley face mugs. And then I found these pottery dishes down here, and I turned them over, and they were Gail Pittman. And I've had luck with Gail Pittman before, so I said, you know what? This is getting ridiculous. I'm carrying way too much stuff. I stopped. I went and got a cart and came back, and then I got both of these Gail Pittman pieces. Now, I've bought and sold Gail Pittman before, and I did all right with it. But then I did a recent, so after I already bought it, I kind of comped it out, and I probably should have left them behind, but that's okay. And of course, there's my cart. I had to check this out because I thought it might be a Le Creuset salt pig, but it was not. That would have been a nice little pickup if it was, because those sell really well also. All right, now we're in the glass section, and I don't know what I'm looking for in here. I feel like I can't miss it because there's stuff in here that, you know, people put the wrong stuff in, and you just gotta be on the safe side and just check every nook and cranny. Oh, look at these. These are the honeycomb. I know Anchor Hawken and Viking both make them, so I'm not sure which one those ones were. These are Anchor Hawken, but Waterford puts out like a block design like that, so it's always worth checking because the Waterford ones are actually really good. Cute little butterfly dish. Had some wear on the bottom there. I don't usually go in the wood section, but here we are, checking it out. And then I found these elephant wall shelves, and they're a lot lighter than they look, but you put them up as decorative shelves. Oh, and I found these Francoma mugs, and they were $7.99 each. If they were probably for the pair, I might have thought about getting them. I don't know the sell-through rate or comps for Francoma mugs, but they were cool to find. But then I spotted this Mara mug. Right off the bat, I knew it was a Mara. There's the signature, and I don't even remember how much it was. I just threw it in my cart. I'm like, I don't care, I'm getting it. So my cart is getting full, which is a very rare thing for me. Now I'm just kind of like, all right, the floodgates have opened. I like that Talavera little Mexican folk art pottery, but it was a touristy piece, so I left that behind. I like the shark on it. That was a cool design on that mug. Definitely modern, but I just liked it. Sometimes I buy mugs because I just like them. I have way too many mugs in my own personal, I don't want to say collection, but oh, and then I found that iridescent mug. And then over here, I found this Tea Forte tea diffuser mug. And Tea Forte is a really, really, really good brand. And it had the lid, it had the little strainer. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get that. I'll probably just keep it. It's got poppies on it. We got a poppy theme going on. I liked it for me. All right. The cart is getting overwhelming. I got to be careful now because now I got breakables all over the place. And then I found these Franciscan Madeira root beer color glasses. And those can sell well, but I didn't like the color. I just didn't like the color. Yeah, if it was any other color, they have like yellow ones, blue ones, I probably would have got them. And then this anthropomorphic mug caught my eye. I don't know who those people are, but they were cute little strawberry on there. And all right, let's go back over here. We're in the vase section. That looks very, very modern. Like a really messy millefiori going on there. Probably an Asian import. And then I found this vase, and I'm like, oh, what is going on here? It had one little millefiori, just one. It was $7.49. I'm checking it over. I'm like, I don't know who makes you. But there was a sticker, and it had the name of the company on the sticker, but it also said made in China. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to put you back because you're not hand blown. You're not artisan made or anything like that. So right, let's keep looking. This is, I think, is a hummingbird feeder. I'm not sure. It looked very delicate. I put it back. Put it back. Oh, and this is like a puffy rose. LG Wright has the mold, and then Fenton bought it. Fenton made it like much bigger. Yeah, and then we're to the baggies. Now this is where it starts to get exciting. The baggies were definitely where a lot of the good stuff was. That was a cute little strawberry something shaker, I think, but it was only one. And I love going through the baggies. That's probably my favorite. I always save it for last because it's my favorite part. And I'm like, well, if worst case scenario, I don't find anything, you can always find something in the baggie section. That was probably the little Avon owl up there. Okay, let's keep looking. And they're like no rhyme or reason. They have kitchenware mixed with crafting, mixed with little knickknacks. So you never know what you're going to find in here. And I'm checking this one out because it had that little paperweight in there, but it was like an acrylic one. No, don't need anything of those. Those were some older plates back there, so I wanted to check those out, but nothing too exciting. You always want to make sure you check like behind all the bags too, because some of the good stuff gets pushed to the back. And I'm sorry for all the suspense. I promise you, the good stuff is coming up. It is coming up. All right. Here we go. More baggies over here. These kind of look like, oh, Christmas ones. Oh, here it is. Here it is. And then I started finding it. This is all Midwest Cannon Falls trinket boxes, baggies, like just full of them. And I had to get them. I had to get them. I'm like, I'm not leaving these behind. They had all kinds of different themes. They had food, they had holiday, they had just random objects. There's probably like 6 or 7 in each one, and they were $7.99 each. And I'm like, I'm just gonna put them on my cart. I'm gonna double check before I drop $50 on all these little trinkets to make sure that, you know, they're gonna be worth the money. And I did do a quick little eBay search, and there's some that sell like $300 plus. I did not find any of those ones, but you know, worst case scenario, they were selling around $10 each. So I thought for sure that would be worth it. They're not in business anymore, and they are vintage, so I did go ahead and pick them up. There was a little cat in there that caught my eye. So now I'm checking the baggies again because I already found like 5 of them, but I found more. So I just wanted to go through it all, make sure I wasn't missing any. I like that little blue vase in there. And I probably have 50 plus trinkets at this point. And some of them actually, the trinket boxes still has the little trinket inside. So I'm gonna do a nothing but trinket box sale over on Knickknacks at some point. Maybe next week I'll do it. So keep an eye out for that if that is your thing and you like those kind of trinkets. Yeah. And I have a couple I could throw in there too that are not Midwest. I think I have a couple Limoges ones I'll throw in there. All right. Just looking everything over. I just want to make sure I don't miss any, because at this point now I'm like invested. What is this? This like doll head caught my eye. It was like a 3D puzzle. I'm like, jiggies? I don't know what that is, but it was a doll head 3D puzzle. I was like enthralled with it. I was trying to figure it out. It took me a minute. And then I found this outer box. I'm like, wow, these are super expensive. I'm like, man, maybe that's worth something. And then I'm like, nope, walk away. You are not a general reseller. You're not a general reseller. You like vintage stuff. Okay, keep going. Yeah, we're definitely in like the crafty part. Oh, and then I found this baggie. It had like an alabaster jewelry box. It had a inlay world globe over there, and then another little world globe. So I'm like, you know what? For, what was it, $9.99? It's got enough going on in here that I'm going to buy that. So that goes in my cart with all my delicates. All right, let's keep going. Everything in my cart is probably breakable. Oh, jeez. All right, no, nothing in that one. Some Halloween, a little bit of Halloween in there. Oh, and then I'm like, I see more. I see more. I found some more. That one's got some cute little teddy bears, some books, and I don't even know what that red and white stripe one is. I'm just checking the label, and they were all Midwest, so I'm like, yep. All right, get in the cart. Look, one of them is marked for $16, so if I can get a whole bag of them for $7.99, I think the sale will be fine. I think it'll be fine. Oh, and that little cat looked like a little folk art cat going on. And so I'm checking everything out. I'm like, why are you so cute? But I didn't see a maker and just a random doll leg, no big deal. I didn't see a maker or anything, and the more I looked at it, it's more like resin and modern, but very cute. Some pottery in this one, a little lucite trivet in there. That's a flower. I don't know why I had to go check that out. I had to. I'm like, let's see what else is in there. They had some little plates in there, and that's about it. So I had to take that down just to check out 2 little plates. Though I do think that one right there was a Delft. So probably a good little buy for somebody. I didn't want to mess with it, but it was $5.99. Cute little vase, lucite trivet, and a Delft in there. Lots of little picture frames right to the left too that I totally missed while I was there. No, I didn't miss them. Okay. I don't remember looking at them. All right, here we go. See if there's any more. I want to find just like a couple more bags of the trinkets, and then I want to be on my way. I saw this and I'm like, let's check this out real quick. I thought it was going to be one of those Lalique, like anemone flowers, but it was not. That would have been, you know, the icing on the cake if it was. Fake fruit. That was on my scavenger hunt list. So I'm still looking for it, even though I don't need to anymore. Okay, I'm not seeing much else over here. Some shells. Oh, and then I found this paperweight. It looked like a little jellyfish. So I'm like, oh, he's cute. Not like the kind I've seen before, but I'm like, he's kind of cute. I'm going to take him with him. I'm going to take him with me. And then come to find out those little ashtrays underneath are like really old Missouri. I don't know. I got to look them up. They look pretty good when I open the bag. What is that? Little precious moments. Big fake magnet. Oh, let's keep looking. Oh, is there any more? All right. We're back at the shells. All right, I don't think I found any more. But I found this donkey, and he was adorable. A horse. Mule. Almost like a light plaster material. He was a bank. He was kind of cute. Creepy doll. Rooster platter with some pumpkins. I'm not sure who made that. Would be cute for the holidays coming up. Sugar and creamer down there. A big old egg. Yep, I did check that out. And I did check that out. It had a modern sticker on it, so I just kind of kept walking. There's a Platte Valley jug right there. I see those frequently. A little bit of carnival glass there. Yeah, it's marigold. I tend to stay away from the marigold. But then we had all these Royal Copenhagen plates, $5 each. But they don't sell very well, so I did leave them behind. And then I like this purple plate. It had dragonflies on it. Definitely more modern. And there was only one. Not that I would buy a set or anything, but I did like the dragonflies. All right. Look at these little plates. These are definitely vintage. Some good ones in there. I probably should have spent a little more time looking through those plates. That's okay. Some Halloween, some Christmas bulbs. Over here we had tree toppers and mugs. All right, let's keep going. Here's my cart, guys. Look at all those trinkets in there. I haven't filled a cart like this in a long time. I found some great stuff, so we'll be having that little trinket box sale soon. Look at all the trinket boxes now that I got them out of the baggies, and I did a little bit of research, and it seems to be the most valuable sought after ones are actually the food ones, and I have quite a few of them. I have chicken noodle soup by Campbell's, I have Hershey's syrup, I have the Heinz ketchup, Tabasco, animal crackers, Cracker Jacks. So those all run around $50 each, which kind of actually surprised me. And then I have this dice. Some of them still have the trinkets. Look how cute that is with the dice in there. So that one's adorable. These are all retired. They're all vintage Midwest Cannon Falls. So I will be having a trinket box sale on Knickknacks probably next week, so keep an eye out for that. Look at this adorable little frog on a mushroom. He's one of my favorites, along with this little mermaid one over here. And she's got a little seahorse there. She's also one of my favorites. So lots of fun ones to pick from. We got food, we got some like Las Vegas themed ones, some animals, some birthday themed ones. So there's an airplane back there. And yeah, we'll be selling these on Knickknacks next week. See you then. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.